apps. 17 minutes past 10. I'd love to hear from you this morning on teachers and that inspirational teacher. And the reason, well, I'm joined by a teacher from Tiffin School in Kingston who's just picked up the Global Teacher Awards Prize. It's Jamie Frost, who was commended at the awards for his work running Dr. Frost Maths online learning platform, the platform helping families with children trying to study from home during the lockdown. Here's a socially distanced round of applause. It's quite a lot to get all those people in one room with a microphone, I can tell you. So that special socially distanced round of applause for Jamie. It was announced as the winner by none other than Forrest Whitaker.
Today, we will honor one very special teacher. I'm delighted to announce that the Global Teacher Prize COVID Hero Award goes to Jamie Frost from the United Kingdom. Jamie, your internationally acclaimed website for math tuition, Dr. Frost Maths, has had over 7 million resource downloads and is making fun for children all over the world, especially during the pandemic. Your creativity and dedication have illuminated millions of minds for free. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you to all the world's teachers.
Well, Dr. Frost is on the line right now. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning.
Congratulations, first of all.
Cool, thank you very much. Just to be clear, I didn't win the overall Global Teacher Prize, but I won the COVID Hero Award, which still feels as great, so I'm very pleased indeed.
That's probably my mistake, don't worry about it. English was never my strong point as well as maths. And that is true. I am terrible at maths. I'm famous for it. So it always fills me with horror when I look at numbers. And I guess there are people who are number challenged. Was that what your website was about, or was it more about just generally helping people keep up to standard?
Well, to be honest, the site was running well before the lockdown started, and obviously it kind of had that extra dimension when COVID struck and schools had to lock down, and it became so useful to schools. But it's trying to provide for all learners, really. So it's for people who struggle at maths and kind of going over those key skills, but also students who might be more able at maths and want that extra challenge. So it's trying to cater to everyone, supporting people with exams, supporting people who are just curious about mathematics, supporting people who want to do maths competitions and stuff. And I think that's probably why it has such a broad appeal.
Take me back to the moment that you heard you'd been nominated. How did that happen?
Well, initially, how I was nominated for the award in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, it was my boss actually nominated me. It was originally an email from a teacher I've never met in Hertfordshire who said, there's this prize, I think you should apply for it. And then my boss sort of nominated me properly, and it went from there. And when I heard I was in, say, the top 10, which was back in September, it was just absolutely amazing just to think, well, I'm the UK representative for this Global Teacher Prize, and just even though I didn't win, to win that COVID Hero Award, which comes with some prize money, I should add, it's just a fantastic honour, and it's going to be really useful money to support my website.
In terms of finding out about your nomination and so on, did they call you? Did they send you an email? Was it a letter?
It was actually, for the top 10, it was, I was asked to kind of come onto Zoom, and then they suddenly played this video of Stephen Fry announcing me as being in the top 10, and I'm a massive fan of Stephen Fry, so just to hear him say my name and say congratulating me for being in the top 10, it was just a fantastic feeling.
And out of the whole world, there you are in the top 10. That must feel rather special.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure I'm going to achieve quite those dizzy heights again.
And I'm not being funny, but for maths, on the basis that you I don't know, we hear about athletes who are gold medal winners and so on. Mathematics can often be there as a kind of a building block of everyday life, but here it is taking centre stage in that kind of in that role of being perhaps inspiring for young people.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people think that maths is not for me. I'm more of an English or a history person. But I think, as you say, mathematics forms a fundamental part of so many different facets of everyday life. And it's not, you might think, I'm not going to use this particular algebra in everyday life. And often that is the case. But in terms of improving our problem solving, our sort of lateral thinking, I don't think people realise quite how critical mathematics is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, almost everything you do, you get on an airplane, you get on a train or whatever. If the maths didn't work, it wouldn't work. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's part of everyday life. Now, I'm asking people today for their inspirational teacher, the person who gave them some advice or inspired them, helped them stay with the subject. Perhaps was there somebody for you at school who did that?
I think it was. I had. When I was in sixth form, like I was actually not able to do further maths because it wasn't offered in my curriculum. And then there was some answer I gave in class, which the teacher was particularly impressed with. And then he had a conversation with like the head of maths and said, "Oh, let's make this extra allowance for me." And I don't know, it was just like that moment there. I thought, it's just really nice that someone has taken an interest in me mathematically and sort of valuing the level of my mathematics. And that teacher was pretty inspiring, I think.
So you were a bit of a brain box when it came to maths.
Yes, in some ways a late bloomer. Like, I failed my 11 plus. So I didn't get into a grammar school, and
Right.
I kind of feel like I was a late bloomer. And it's just basically through hard work and persistence, really.
So what if you go to Dr. Frost Maths? What do you get? What resources can you use? I imagine there are plenty of parents listening right now thinking, yes, something to help out. But also, of course, as you say, people who just want to try maths and have never really given it a go or had the confidence to.
Yes, it's completely free, and you don't have to register. There's kind of two main things, really. The one thing which you don't require registration for is all my teaching resources. So literally hundreds and hundreds of like teaching PowerPoints and worksheets and stuff. In fact, I'm doing some work for Amazon at the moment for their kind of free program they're doing. And people can just go on, download resources for different topics, pretty much the whole secondary curriculum, including some primary stuff as well. So that's one thing. And the other aspect is this kind of online interactive platform where you can sort of practice kind of either random questions or on the particular topics, or teachers can also set their students' work and they can monitor how they're doing. So it's that kind of aspect of it as well. But if people just want to go on the site, drfrostmaths.com, and download stuff without needing to log on at all, it's all there. There's just kind of like thousands and thousands of hours of material there. And lots of videos. There's teaching videos as well. So I film from my front room, and I think I'm up to about 500 teaching videos as well.
7 million odd resource downloads from the website.
Yeah, so 8.5 million of the teaching resource downloads. In terms of how many questions have been answered online on that interactive platform, about 130 million questions answered. So it's about 1.3 million hits a day. So it's an incredibly popular website. I think I was in the top 200 sites in the UK for web traffic at some point. So it's growing and growing.
Have you ever thought, if I just charged a tiny amount for this, I could do more with the website, or indeed buy yourself a new house by the sound of it?
I make money from elsewhere, and I'm very comfortable with what I have. I make some money from advertising revenue, which basically supports the running costs of the site and a bit of pocket money for me. And it's not going to make me rich, but I'm very happy. And to be honest, because I didn't sort of have many maths resources when I was young, I just want other kids to be able to have those resources available to them, regardless of their financial background. And that's the most important thing to me.
Well, look, congratulations again. It's really great to talk to you. And we're asking about inspirational teachers. You clearly are one. Inspire us right now. Have you got an inspirational message for anyone listening about mathematics?
I think, I'll just give an example. I had a Daily Mail journalist who came visiting for 2 hours like a few weeks ago, and she came thinking, I'm 56 now, I can't do any maths. Like, you don't expect any kind of good maths from me. And she had this kind of very regressive mindset. And we had 2 hours, and sort of I retaught her a bunch of stuff. And she realised, actually, I just need someone to teach it to me and sort of have a bit of self-confidence. And actually, she wanted to just carry on with the lesson while the photographer was getting impatient, because she realised, actually, I can do a bit of maths. And I think it's just having that belief in your ability that actually maths is not just something to other people. Maths is for everyone, and everyone can get good at maths with just some kind of determination.
Brilliant. So believe in yourself, and you can go anywhere. And certainly the website to look at is that one, Dr. Frost Maths, which has won an award for Jamie Frost because he got the COVID Hero Prize at the kind of International Teacher Awards. And he's from Kingston, and, many congratulations to him on that. But who was the inspirational teacher for you? That special person who said something, did something, supported you, got you interested in a subject, reconnected you with it? Let me know. Give me a ring right now.
BBC Radio Surrey.
Call 0800 587 1046. BBC Radio Surrey.